Hello grade 3, welcome to our new science session. Today we will complete solving the science revision sheet for the fourth quarter. Today we will start with question number 21. Please open your sheets and let's get started. The first question, number 21. Molding clay into the shape of an animal is an example of physical change, volume, chemical change, mass. You will use clay or the Play-Doh which you use to play to make shapes of some animals. Does the substance change? Will you form one new matter, or the clay will stay clay as it is, only its shape changes? No new matter is formed, so here it's a physical change. Letter A. The next question, 22. If you multiply the length of a rectangular solid by its width and height, you will find its mass, temperature, length, or volume. Do you remember? Length, L, times width, W, times H, height, equals volume. 23. If you stir sugar into hot tea, the sugar will completely mix in the water, forming a solution, mass, mixture, volume. It will form a solution because we will not see the sugar. It will dissolve in the hot tea. The next question, 24. A rock has mass of 30 grams. A block has also a mass of 30 grams. What must be true about the rock and the block? They have the same volume. They are the same temperature. They contain the same type of matter. They contain the same amount of matter. Do you remember the amount of matter in an object means what? It means mass. So the answer here will be letter D. They contain the same amount of matter because this is the definition of the word mass, and they have the same masses. The next question, 25. Andy wants to find the volume of a rectangular box. What should he do? Should he measure the length and height of the box, multiply the length by the height? Letter B. Measure the length and height of the box, add the length to the height. C. Measure the length, width, and height of the box, multiply the length by the width by the height. Or measure the length, width, and height of the box, add the length, the height, and the width. What should he do? He should do as letter C says. Measure the length, width, and height, multiply the length by the width by the height. As we said, L times W times H equals the volume. The next, 26. Which is an example of matter going through a chemical change? Chemical change. A liquid changes to a solid. A mixture changes from cloudy to clear. A liquid changes to a gas. A new kind of matter with different properties is formed. A chemical change forms a new kind of matter, so the answer will be letter D. The next, 27. Measure and use numbers. Where on container B would you make a mark to show how full it would be if both containers have the same volume of water. Which is the larger here? Which one is the larger? Letter A or letter B? Of course it's letter B, because when it's completely filled it will have 20 milliliters, while letter A, when it's completely filled, it will have only 15 milliliters. So we need both of them to be equal. Which volume should both of them be equal in? 5 milliliters, 10 milliliters, 15 milliliters, 20 milliliters. Of course it will be 15. The next one, 28. Look at the following picture. Here we have some logs of wood, and here these logs are chopped or cut. What happened to the wood? Physical change, chemical change, physical and chemical, no changes. Cutting or chopping wood here is a physical change, because only its size and shape changes. Wood is still wood, the same substance or the same kind of matter. No new form of matter is formed, so it's a physical change. The next question, 29. Origami is the art of paper folding. Swans, flowers, and many other shapes can be made out of colored paper. What type of change takes place in origami? Chemical change, color change, physical change, solution change. You use paper, folding it to form shapes. So, no new matter is formed. You only change its shape or even color, but you don't form new kind of matter. So here it's a physical change. The next question, 30. Dareen poured 50 milliliters of water into a graduated cylinder. She placed a small toy dinosaur into the graduated cylinder. It sinks to the bottom. She observed that the water level rises to 63 milliliters. What can Dareen conclude? The water level was 50, then it rises up to be 63. What can she conclude here? The mass of the dinosaur is 13 milliliters. The mass of the dinosaur is 63 milliliters. The volume of the dinosaur is 13 milliliters, or the volume of the dinosaur is 63 milliliters. What does a graduated cylinder measure? It measures volume. So letter A and letter B are not right, because here it says mass. But how can we find out the volume of the dinosaur? We will subtract 63 minus 50. So the correct answer will be letter C. The volume of the dinosaur is 13 milliliters. The next, 31. Mark mixed lemon juice, water, and sugar in a large pitcher. He stirred till the sugar is dissolved. What type of mixture did he make? Solution, property, separation, condensation. The sugar dissolved, so he made a solution. 32. The picture below shows the change of state. What state change is taking place in the picture? Here, the ice cream changed here, it melts. So, solid to liquid, solid to gas, liquid to gas, liquid to solid. It was solid and it melts it changes to be a liquid. So the correct answer is letter A, solid to liquid. The next, 33. Clara observes the color of a liquid. Then she uses a thermometer to measure the temperature of the liquid. Finally, she uses a graduated cylinder to find the volume of the liquid. What type of properties did Clara observe? Color, temperature, volume. These are physical properties, chemical properties, temporary properties, permanent properties. She observed and measured, so these are physical properties. 34. Hani placed objects on a balance. What is he most likely doing using a balance? He is observing the length of two objects. He is comparing the masses of two objects. He is comparing the hardness of two objects, or he is comparing the volume of two objects. Using a balance to measure or compare masses. So the answer here will be letter B. He is comparing the masses of two objects. 35. A substance has a definite volume but takes the shape of its container. A student heats the substance. The substance expands, filling the container. Which change of state did the student most likely observe? It had definite volume and takes the shape of a container. So it was a liquid. When the student heats this substance, it expands and fills the container, so it changes to be a gas. So which one is the correct answer? A change from a liquid to a gas, a change from a solid to liquid, a change from liquid to solid, a change from gas to liquid. It is letter A, a change from liquid to gas. The next question. Tom wanted to separate the salt from salt water. Which of the following is the best option? What should he do to separate salt from salt water? Allow the water to condense on a cold object. Allow the water to evaporate. Freeze the salt water. Keep the water at a constant temperature. To separate the salt, he should allow the water to evaporate, so the water vapor will fly up with the air and the salt will stay down. The next, 37. Sandra observes that a substance has a definite shape and volume. Which substance is that? It's a solid. What is she most likely to do to change the state of the substance? Place the substance in a dark closet. Place the substance in the freezer. Place the substance in a high location, or place the substance in a warm oven. It will be letter D, because as we said, the substance which has definite shape and volume is a solid. So when you put it inside the oven, so it will melt or change into a liquid. So you will make a change in the state. The next question, 38. Ali and Adam went camping. The pictures show one thing the boys did on their camping trip. Which sentence explains how the boys knew a chemical change took place? Here, it was wood. Then, when you burn the wood, a chemical change happened. How did they know that it's a chemical change? It was difficult to start the fire. The fire took a long time to go out. They had to chop the wood into pieces. Ashes and smoke formed during the fire. It's letter D. Why? Because a chemical change means that new kinds of matter are formed. 39. How can you describe a physical change? A change in which the type of matter stays the same. A change in which nothing is different. A change in which a new kind of matter is formed. A change that makes the substance float. A physical change will form no new kind of matter, so the same type of matter will stay. It's letter A. A change in which the type of matter stays the same. The last question, number 40. How can you describe a chemical change? Matter is cut into smaller pieces. Matter is neatly folded. New kinds of matter are formed. Nothing happens to a substance. In a chemical change, new kinds of matter are formed. So the answer is letter C. Okay, grade 3, that's all for today. Like this, we finished all the sheet. Please study it well for your quiz. Thank you so much and goodbye.